Blah, 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 blah. Today's lesson, it's not really a lesson. It's, the theme song for today is Chicken Hunting by ICP. Today it's going to be about the Trump Doctrine. I'm calling it alpha hunting, buck breaking, Maduro, fluoride estrogen, South America GOA. Sowell wasn't on purpose. Malcolm X with a carbine in a suit. The Trump Doctrine. The Trump Doctrine is alpha hunting. The macro goal of the Trump Doctrine will be to alpha hunt. He's going to go down, and you go down and you find the alphas. You want to get rid of the alphas. And his macro goal is to turn South America into a high estrogen zone. You know how they stick fluoride in the water? He's going to go down into South America, and he's going to shove estrogen in the water. He's going to turn all them South American people into ladies. You know, it's very similar to buck breaking. Serious point. You know, if you ever went to college and they would have the African American Studies classes. You know, if you could actually get some hands-on training for buck breaking or, breaking a human being, instrumentalizing a human being, it's a very useful trick. You can make a ton of money instrumentalizing human beings. It's actually quite a lot of money to be made in instrumentalizing human beings, gaslighting people, just fucking with their brains. I mean, think about this. There is a religion on this earth that has gotten people to believe 1 and 3 are the same number. That's called gaslighting. That's buck breaking. You don't even know what a fucking number is, you fucking retards. They've got you buck breaked, okay? So buck breaking is also a slavery term. But it's buck breaking, alpha hunting. The goal is to destroy the alphas. That is Trump's doctrine. He's going to make a lot of money for you guys. Just be careful it does not come back to America. Because as long as he's killing the alphas in other countries, it's okay. But if he starts killing the alphas here, just be careful. Just watch him. Keep your eye out on him. That's his tactic. They're going down there. They're going to turn them all into ladies. They turn the slaves into ladies. That's what buck breaking is. It's called, you take a felon and you turn him into a lady. That's called buck breaking. Maduro, he got captured. He was, I guess, the alpha of Venezuela. Fluoride into estrogen. South America, GOA, Cuba. They'll buck break that shit too. Sowell, he was a conservative guy. Here's the thing. I just wanted to ask this to Sowell. Did he ever actually think, maybe they did, his thesis was they took the males out of the African American community on purpose. It was a purposeful version of buck breaking for the African American society. Maybe, I'm just saying, I don't have evidence. Malcolm X with a carbine and a suit. You do not want, because that's my there's a thesis that he was killed on purpose. I'm not an expert on that. But the macro thesis is, it's about buck breaking. It's about alpha killing. You want to kill the alphas. You want weak communities because the weaker the community is, the easier it is to come in and just fuck them in the ass like a lady. So Trump's going to turn South America into ladies. End of the lesson, I guess.